Hey, BJ Peters here from stampinbj.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that loves to share things with you. And today's project is no different. It uses two embossing techniques, both dry and wet embossing, on the same area. It is so cool. You just have to see it. A close-up of that really fun card using that embossing folder. Isn't it gorgeous? You know what? I can't wait to share with you how to make this gorgeous thing. Here is where you can find the Petal Pair Textured Impressions embossing folder. It's in the Occasions catalog, part of that Petal Passion Suite that I absolutely love. And you know I've got a couple classes out there with it, so you want to check them out. But here they are, right here on page 23. And here's the one that we're going to use today. So there are two sides to this. There is what I call the valley side, so this is indented here, and this is the hill side. We want to emboss the hill side. So I'm actually going to take my Versamark pad and I'm going to ink up this side of the embossing folder with the Versamark. I'm going to put my cardstock in there. This is 2 inches by 5.5 inches, and I'm going to go do the dry embossing of this. So here I have it embossed. I'm going to pull it out and we're going to see the embossing on here. So now I've got my pot of gold embossing powder here. I like having it in a little bit bigger container because then I can keep my cardstock right over the top of it and just spoon it on, and I contain it and not have it as a mess all over have that little, all that grit and fine embossing powder all over. So I'm going to flick off the extras here. And there we have it. So the embossing powder is actually in the valley of the dry embossed image. Now if I heat set this, I can actually add some color to this. All right, there is my embossed image. So it's on the kind of in the valley, all embossed, ready for me to add some color. And I chose to add the color with the Stampin' Blends. It was quick and easy and gave me some bold, vibrant color, really set off by that gold, so it's a perfect choice for this. So I'm using Pool Party Light, the light Old Olive, the light Daffodil Delight, the light Calypso Coral, and the light Pink Pirouette for this. And I'm just going to use the brush tip end here and add that color. And it doesn't really take much to add such vibrant color using the Stampin' Blends. So there it is, all colored in. I want to point out that, you know, there's a little extra stray pieces of embossing powder all over. I think it adds to the charm of it, and I'm not going to worry about it. I think the other challenge that some people may feel is, you know, is this part of this flower or this flower? And you know what? What I say is when it's all said and done, don't worry about it. Just go with the flow, color it in. It's going to be gorgeous no matter what. So I'm going to go ahead and use that Petal Palette product suite. So I'm going to use the greeting from here, and I'm going to use this leaf to kind of highlight that card. So I've got my Peekaboo Peach background here. So 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And here is that leaf image. I'm just going to ink it up in Peekaboo Peach. And we're going to get some adhesive on this. Now you'll want to add a little bit stronger adhesive to this, because it is raised a little bit here, so you want to make sure that you get good adhesion with your adhesive, and I used Fast Fuse for mine. I'll leave a little bit of that peach sticking out down below. There we go. All right, did you see this gorgeous ribbon? Did you find it in the catalog? No, you didn't. In that color, at least. Because it is the metallic ribbon with the gold edge, and it comes in very vanilla. We're going to color it with our Stampin' Blends. So I've got my silicone mat here and a length of that ribbon, and I'm just going to use the brush tip end of my Peekaboo, or excuse me, it's actually the Calypso Coral light marker, and it matches with that Peekaboo Peach very nicely. And because this is the alcohol-based markers actually just really soak through that ribbon, it colors it so nicely and so evenly actually. And there it is. And because it's alcohol-based, it's dry already and it isn't all over my fingers as well. Love that. All right, let's just tie this in a little bit of a square knot around here. There that is. Let's just trim up those ends a little bit. All right, all that's left is maybe a little greeting here. And I'm going to use the From the Heart greeting right from the Petal palette stamp set. Right there in gray. So it just kind of adds to the subtleness of the card. Don't you love that? What a gorgeous card, and a great double embossing technique. So you're doing dry and wet embossing on the same card in the same area. How cool is that? So a great new use for those Petal Pair embossing folders. Thanks for stopping by today. Remember, you can purchase all of these products in my online store, and I greatly appreciate your business. And always remember to create and feel great.